Welcome, beautiful people, to the Beard Up Wednesday warm up podcast. We'll be talking and discussing about sports and all different things. And here today, I have my guy, Samson, with me, who is, a great friend, great mentor, great business partner, many more things. So, Samson, introduce yourself to everybody.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody everywhere around the globe. How's everybody doing? Stay up, stay positive, stay grinding. And listening to us. I hope your day is going well. I'm Samson. I'm a veteran. How's everybody doing? I just want to introduce myself to you guys. I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm
Oh,
a Spurs fan. I'm a
you
Yankees
could
fan.
have cut that part out. You could have cut that part out with the Manchester United.
I'm
Well,
the return of the
we'll give him his glory for today.
the return of the evil empire. So let's get it.
All right, everyone. So, of course, based upon all those great games that we saw yesterday, throughout the week, last week, and the month so far, basketball has been really good for us fans. So, definitely, we want to start off with a couple great questions, a couple points that we saw not only from yesterday games, but for the last week or so. So, question I wanted to ask you, Samson, what has yesterday win against the Warriors mean for the series? For Lakers to win that game yesterday, what do you think it mean for the series?
I mean, first of all, nothing. But the only thing it shows is that, I mean, going into the playoffs, everybody was talking about seeding and everything. It shows what the playoff is, another beast of its own, another dynamic. The playoff, everything slows down. Uh, Half court matters, transition games matters, and now can your stars dominate? Can your offense brings fans to the games? Offense allow people to come see you play, but defense wins championships. So
Right.
now we're beginning to see it. Oh, Curry will win a game by itself, but defense will win you championship. And we saw it in the closing part of that game yesterday. We saw it in the last part of the fourth quarter yesterday. Like there are stretches, there are peaks where the Lakers couldn't make baskets, but there are peaks where the defense showed up. Steph Curry could not, they're double teaming. He couldn't make baskets. I mean, he had a great shooting game, but not like what he had during the Sacramento game. The length of the Lakers, the defense. You have Jared Vanderbilt. He's like 6'9". I'll give him 6'9". His wingspan is about seven. I'll say about 7'9". So now he's lanky, he's wiry, he can run around with Steph Curry. And you have Dennis Schroeder, who is another good defensive player who can keep up with him. And you also have Austin Reeves, who can keep up with him. So the Lakers have body to throw up at him. So, but during the playoff, it's all about adjustment after every game. But now the problem that I see with Golden State is what when you go small, the Lakers can go small, having AD at the five, and what do you do? Who's going to counter that size? I'm not saying the Lakers are going to win, but now it's going to be a game of cat and mouse. Who's going to counter? Because yesterday there was no answer for AD. He got tired in the fourth quarter. He didn't. He got tired. You could look at it any way you want. He got tired. So my thing is, what do you do? Because Kevin Looney got 23 rebounds, but he was absolutely wiped out on the offensive side of the game. Draymond Green can give you offense sometimes, but not to match AD. So now, will your star show up? AD showed up. LeBron showed up inefficiently. D'Lo showed up. I told people last time that like the Memphis game was a warm up for LA, and it's showing up now. Hachimura showed up. You don't need the Lakers don't need AD to. They just need one superstar to show up every game, and the rest of the team need to show up. So we are seeing it now, and now it's a game of. You see, they had how many free throws did they have yesterday compared to Golden State? So as the series drag on, is going to be whose game plan is going to succeed. That's what I'm looking at right now, and we are seeing it already in game one. So
You know, I agree. Like you make great points, and I agree. I think just like how you started off, I would start off the same way. It didn't mean nothing, because job's not done. You got to win three more, but what I would say yesterday showed me a lot that if Lakers, if Lakers play through AD, they can win this, not only the series but the finals, the playoffs in itself.
Yes,
When AD is dominant both defensively and offensively, I don't see a team even left that can match up. You
yeah,
know, I would say LeBron had an off night. Our defense were pretty good, but sometimes we left, based upon these screens that Warriors run, we left shooters open. Look at Poole, the last shot, that
yeah.
he could win the game with. Yes, many might say, oh, that was a bad shot. But the truth is, he's
It's a
wide
great,
open, and that's a shot that he can hit,
it's a great shot.
so it's not a bad shot at all. So we have to tighten up on those things. But even with that said, they had three guys that hit six or more 3-pointers, but they still lost the game. And that's what jumped out to me the most. That they played probably normally their type of game, but we still came out with a win, even though LeBron didn't play his best and we left some things uncovered on
Yeah.
defense. So that's what impressed me the most. So, you know, um, looking at everything that happened yesterday and what I can see, future wise, I don't know. I think we can get these guys in 6 games. That's where I'm going. What about you?
Look, yes, I agree with you because for me, looking at what Dalvin Ham, the coach, should fix, I don't think
Yeah,
Troy Brown should be playing in this series.
really.
Yes, because he he didn't have the ability to stick with Corey
That's
or
true.
Clay Thompson. He always went
Right.
on that screen. This the Golden State team is not a team you want to play that game with. You should stick with your player. That's why I prefer Dennis Schroeder or Vanderbilt or Hachimura. They are big players that could stick with their players. Or Reeves. Even if Reeves is a little bit slower, because you want players that have discipline. This series is a game of discipline. You want players that are disciplined in this series. Hachimura is disciplined. Vanderbilt, very disciplined. You remember, I don't know if you remember that play. I think it was in the second or third quarter. AD was trying to block a ball. The player slipped him. But then Vanderbilt came from behind and blocked the ball. It's a game of discipline. It's a chess match. It's a chess match, and it has to happen like this. We can't for 1 minute. LeBron said this like to the team when they arrived at San Francisco. He told them, you have to keep your head on a swivel with Golden State. What you think is ordinary, this is Golden State is a team. Their offense is a game of chaos. What you are thinking they won't do, they would do. The shot that everybody's shouting at Jordan Poole, like, oh, this shot he's not supposed to make it. He makes this shot. He makes
Right.
half-court shots. So he just did. It was not just his night. They
Right.
so we won the game through free throw because we play in the paint.
Right.
So they normally win the game through 3 points. The
Yes.
reason why Sacramento did not win that game was the series was because Sabonis was not as effective as Anthony Davis.
True.
If we are being honest, there was no reason for Golden State to win game the first round. So if Sabonis could have been as effective as AD, we will be playing Sacramento right now. So
That's true.
my whole thing is right now, we have to be the most disciplined team for every 48 minutes or 60, however long we need to be, if it goes to overtime or no overtime. That's why right now, my X factor is D'Lo because nobody has answers for him because he's a lefty. When he gets into there were many times where our offense was stagnant. And another thing I like about D'Lo, he takes the ball off LeBron's hands. I think for game two, if I'm the coach, I'm telling LeBron, no more 3-pointers for you.
Yeah.
Stay in the paint.
Stay in the paint. They
Stay,
can't stop us in there.
stay in
Why
the.
keep shooting these ill-advised 3-point shots? Come
I
on.
don't care if you're making one of two of your free throws. Every point counts. A two is always better than three. A two is always better than three because at the end of the game, look at Jordan Poole's three. Nobody could tell. I will always take your 2 points, and sometimes you always are guaranteed for an and one.
Right.
Most times Anthony Davis's twos always turned into and one. He had like multiple 2 points that he got fouled on, and he made the free throws. I think he made like if I'm correct, like nine out of 10 of his free throws yesterday. So
Yeah.
go into the paint, fifth, and when you are getting look, we got Draymond Green into free throw troubles, into foul problems. So now Draymond is out of the game. That's another defender that's not in the game. So when they went small, AD stayed in the game. So now we are big and we are still small at the same time. And I even
Right.
think in the next game, I prefer we go with Rui instead of Vanderbilt.
I agree. I agree. Like more minutes, but at the same time, Vanderbilt played really good on Curry. So
Yes.
there's nobody else I can say that can play as good on Curry. So I think it's good to
No, I'm
still
not saying
probably no. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna say still keep Vanderbilt on him, but at the same time try to have more minutes for Rui instead of
yeah.
Vanderbilt.
Because for me, I feel like the next game, since we've played game one right now, LeBron is going to be very tired. The minutes
Really.
given to LeBron, give it to Rui, and have Vanderbilt in the game. Rui can play. He's like, in my eyes, I look at Rui like a young Kawhi. He has that pull up game. He has a mid range game. He can play all three levels, but he's
Right.
not just fully proficient at it. So put him in the game because of AD. People will respect him. He can shoot a three. He can has that pull up game. He can play in the paint, and he's very good there. So put him in with D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and maybe Vanderbilt to be on uh Corey if he's in the game, or Clay. And something I noticed about, I was looking at Clay yesterday. He doesn't look too. Something is not all right with him. He looks like
Really.
some. Yes, he's not moving as efficient as. But a shooter is a shooter.
Hey, I mean,
You
I'll
have to
take
respect the shooter.
it. I'll take it right now.
Yeah, a shooter is a shooter. But I will respect a shooter. Once he gets to a shooting spot, once he pulls up, he will shoot. But I will keep Rui on Clay and occupy Jared Vanderbilt with Corey. Then keep D'Lo to spread the floor open.
Right.
So we can keep LeBron on the bench. Then we'll bring him in the fourth quarter to probably help us close. But tell him go to the basket. Don't no 3 point.
No more
No,
3 point
no
shot.
three.
Please,
Please.
please. No
And,
more.
and another thing I noticed yesterday at the end of the game, why was he holding the ball to the last minute to take a three? Go to the
No, he I don't know what it is, but he loves doing that. He'll wait, shot clock going down, everybody staying still. The defense
yeah
and our offense staying still. And he
yeah
just take an ill-advised 3 point shot. That hurt that kills the momentum for us and give it to them every time he does that.
yes, because this is not like Memphis. This team we are
Oh
playing,
no.
they have
It's the champs.
they have so much firepower.
They
They have
do.
much firepower from Corey, Jordan Poole, Clay Thompson, Kuminga, Moody, even Draymond Green. Who else? Moody. All these people can shoot. So you have to respect everybody. So when
Yeah.
you have the ball, make the best play. Make the best play. Even if he's giving the ball to AD under the post, let him go up and try and make a play. Make the best play. Don't run the clock down. Make the best play. I think
Right.
I think we could take this series in 6 because we have one already. If we follow the Memphis, we have to be greedy. We need to try and
Yes.
win.
Yes.
We have
We
to be
have to be
greedy.
greedy.
We
We
have
gotta
to.
we can't go into the next game thinking, oh, we already got a split.
We have to
So, we'll take it back home.
technology. Clean your plate. Clean your plate. I brought my props with me. Clean. You see the yellow, the gold. Clean your plate. Let your Lakers clean your plate.
lick everything, the gravy, the bones, everything.
Clean your plate. Lakers, clean your plate. Yes, clean your plate. Clean your
So,
plate.
so another question I got is based upon the fact that we both agree that we need AD to be locked in for us, not only to win this series, but most likely the finals. Do you think? Remember yesterday he played a whole second half. That's
Yes,
uncharacteristics for him because you know how he is.
yes,
Basically I'm not gonna say it. I mean, knock on wood, injury prone and stuff like that, and he is inconsistent sometimes. Do you think he can keep this up for this series onto the finals?
Yes, because this series is not like the Memphis series. You people forget. Told I told people, and I told people that this series he's playing right now, not like the Memphis series. He was playing against the defensive player of the year, and he was playing against another younger player who was Hillman. What was the guy's name? The other player that was defending
Tillman.
LeBron. Tillman. Those are defensive players.
Right,
Those players are there to like cause you physical pain, and
right,
AD got through it. I think that series allowed AD to get better. Even Avery Johnson, the former coach of Dallas Mavericks, said something. He said that was the best time to beat the Lakers because they are going to get better. And I agree, because if you could not beat them then, they are only going to get better. And the Warriors don't have the interior defense. Kevon Looney doesn't have the mobility or the speed to keep up with AD. He
right.
has, he's able to rebound, but he can't keep up with him. Draymond Green is too small. We just need one star. We need every other person else just to contribute. We need Rui to have like 12 points, 5 rebounds. Vanderbilt to have like 9 rebounds, 5 points. If he has a double double, hey, we'll take it. We need Austin Reeves to have 15 points, 5 assists. That's what we need from the team right now. That's what we need.
I agree. If someone asks me, do I think AD can keep it up? I think he can, but in spurts. Like I think not because of his history of inconsistency. It's just the fact that I think that I know for sure Steve Kerr is a great, great coach, and I know he'll make adjustments. And I think one of the biggest adjustment that he'll make is he'll probably start Draymond Green at center, and then put Poole to start over Looney. And I think that's probably what he'll do next, and try to bother AD. Not saying Draymond can lock him down, but he'll give him more problems to me than Looney, and I feel like that's what they'll go to next because
I
of the
think
fact
I
that they
think
want to
it
contain him.
for
Now
me. I
that will
think
put more wear and tear on AD because Draymond he'll be physical with him. He'll fight for rebounds. He might not get it majority of the time, but he'll fight with AD for it. He'll push AD. He'll get scrappy with him, and AD, with his body and stuff like that, he doesn't look to. He doesn't like playing people who's like bullying the paint like that. So I think yes, he can keep it up, but I think he'll be much more difficult from this point on to the rest of this series based upon those things.
the coach you have matters. Dalvin Ham matters
Right.
because if you notice, since we have Dalvin Ham, AD has been playing at a different level.
That's true.
So there's no way I expect Draymond to bully AD this series. He's too small, he's too little. He may bother him for a little bit, but not for a whole series.
He's too
Impossible.
little.
If
He's too
AD
little.
could dominate Triple J, no, I don't believe it. It's not going to happen.
You know, like I said, I know that coach. He's gonna make a lot of adjustments. AD just got to be ready, and if it takes a situation where they double him more, you know what that means. People got to hit shots.
That's what we don't need them
They
to.
got to hit shots. We didn't hit shots yesterday, but we win
Yes,
because of the free throw. So if the referee say, I'm gonna hold my whistle for this next game, and they're gonna double AD more, then other players like Beasley probably won't touch the
no,
court
but
right
guess
now.
what?
But
If they
these
double
other
AD,
players got to hit shots.
if they double AD, we need to come into the paint and be physical. We are the bigger team.
So don't shoot the three. Don't
Don't
look for
shoot
the
the three.
three all
Come
the
into the
time. Try to
paint,
drive in
be physical.
and attack.
Schroeder, come. You see Schroeder's layup package. Come into the paint and be physical. Let the referee use his whistle. You can't come into the paint 5 times and nobody will not give you a whistle. I know it's the playoff, but come into the paint and do your job.
Right.
So I expect our team, Rui, uh, Reeves, D'Lo, Hachimura, do your job. You guys are bigger. Ain't no way Rui is going to back down. What's his name? Not Corey, the other guy, Splash Brother, Clay Thompson. You are bigger than him. You are 6'9". Back him down and take him to the post.
Right.
Back down Corey. You see, they did it yesterday. When they double teamed Steph Curry, he gave up the ball. Put this down. You guys, Vanderbilt, people are like, he did his job yesterday. So this is what I'm expecting from them. That's why I'm saying for game 2, discipline, mental toughness and discipline. This is what we need. We have to be greedy. You see, Beasley did not come off the bench. He could make shots, but he's not ready for this. Right, this big boy stuff right
this
now.
Bigger than him. We don't have time.
We don't have time
for missed shots and people getting their head mentally about I'm missing shots. What should I do next? I can't have a guy who second guessing if he should shoot an open shot or not.
Yeah, so we need this. We need people that are mentally focused. Even our backup center came in and he gave us quality minutes.
He did. I was surprised by that. I'm not the biggest Gabriel fan. I like Mobamba.
I didn't even call his name. I said our backup center came in, gave us quality minutes, played defense, rebound the ball, block shots. He even had a goaltend. I liked it because he let the Golden State Warriors knew that there's not going to be any free layups in here. I'm blocking everything. So I like that about it.
So, like, transitioning to the Knicks and Heat game, who do you think win this series, and what do you think Jimmy Butler's stats gonna be for the next game?
If he comes back, I think him, not Jimmy Butler, him Butler.
Himmy Butler.
Butler.
You're gonna get a jersey like that? That's what you should do. A Himmy Butler.
Yes, him Butler. Jimmy Butler is actually one of my favorite players, like a blue collar kind of player. Nobody knew he would develop into that kind of player.
That's true.
He came from G League, did everything right, worked on his game, developed into a 3 level scorer.
Yeah.
For me, I think when he comes back, I hope he comes back from injury because with Giannis going out and everything, that's another thing I need to point out. You see, when Giannis came back from that injury, he was never the same. So we need to also give AD some kind of appreciation because Giannis came back and he was not the same. So we need to show AD some kind of appreciation.
We've been showing AD appreciation from the first year one he came until now. He need to pay us back for all the years he got hurt, man.
So for Jimmy Butler right now, I think when he comes back now, if he plays, I think he may average a triple-double. Like, he does everything. He does everything for the Heat, I think he'll probably go for a 30-piece spicy.
That's spicy.
The
new ones from McDonald's right now, the little spicy.
Yes. And I still pick the Heat to win this series. If Jimmy Butler is okay, because I don't trust Julius Randle. Even though he was
I like Brunson though. Brunson? Man.
I like
what
Brunson.
A guy.
He's fearless, Yes. And one more thing. Congratulations to Joel Embiid for winning the MVP.
Yeah, that's true.
Congratulations to Joel Embiid.
You lead me right up to it. Who you think wins that series? Because I picked Boston. I think Philly. I picked Boston in 6. I think Philly doesn't win the next couple games. And a lot of people like, Embiid. Not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I like Jokic over Embiid. That's me.
Okay. Boston series, for me, it's a toss-up because looking at what Atlanta did to Boston, it bothers me because Trae Young gave them the business.
True.
So this was what it reminded me of. You remember what the Nuggets did to no. What Luka did to the Clippers in the bubble?
Right.
When he gave them the business too, like they were all flexing at Luka, like then he gave them the work. This is what Trae Young did to Boston, but he couldn't just close them out.
Right.
It worries me because Boston, even though they have two lockdown wing defenders and wing scorers, something about that team is not right.
Really?
Yes, I keep saying I came back and he's playing at 75%. Who on Boston is going to deal with big fella?
Harford.
No, no, no. The only person who I feel could deal with Embiid is Robert Williams, and it's just like the comparison to AD and Kevin Looney. You could rebound. Robert Williams could rebound with him. That's about it. Robert Williams' offense is limited.
True.
So if Embiid goes off for like 45 points, that means Jalen Brown and Tatum have to go for 60 to cancel out Embiid. And now you're not accounting for Harden that probably could go off for 25 points. And you still have what's the small forward's name? I keep
Williams. Grant Williams.
no on Maxi. You have Maxi there that could go for 20, and you still have
Tobias Harris.
Harris, yeah, that could still go off for like 15, 20 points. So
Right.
this series is not what it seems to be. We have to be very careful about that. But the problem is that can Doc get the best out of this group this year? I feel if Doc can get them to mesh properly, they could beat Boston. The 76ers are my dark horse to come out of the East.
That's when me you're gonna disagree. I
No,
think the Celtics gonna beat them easily. I'll be honest with you.
no,
Six
no, no,
games.
no, 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 no,
At,
no.
with Joel or not.
Although Boston has a deep team, the problem is that when they go into their lows where they are not scoring, it's very scary. That's why Atlanta was able to take them this deep into that, where they took them into that 2 games. How you allow Atlanta do that to you? Atlanta is a very young team. You allow Trae Young put up massive numbers on you like that, and Trae Young is like 6'5'9". He was he cooked them so bad that all the
Right.
Boston melted. He cooked everybody so bad. It was bad. It was terrible. And I know it's basketball. On any given night, anybody can go off, but not when you have two lockdown wing defenders like Jalen Brown and Tatum. But the jury's still out. I think Jason Jalen Brown is the best player. For me.
Over Tatum.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
no. He not far off, but no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I've said what I said. In the finals, who was better?
If Lakers, if your Lakers and Boston come to you and say, hey, you can take Jalen Brown or Tatum for AD, you're gonna take Brown.
I'm taking Brown. He's the more complete player.
No, no. No, Sebs. I'll always take Tatum over Brown. Brown, he's not the same as Tatum offensively, but he's better than him defensively.
Okay, let me put the question back to you. Jason Tatum or OG Anunoby? Who are you taking?
Oh, that's an easy one. That's easy. That's not even close.
Who?
Tatum by far, not even close.
I'm taking OG Anunoby.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. What?
Why? Because if I'm taking OG Anunoby, I'm not taking him to be my number one star player. I'm going to pair him with somebody else. Because if I'm pairing OG Anunoby with AD, now AD doesn't have to always defend the number one. Because you're looking to pair OG Anunoby or Tatum with AD. You see what I'm saying? And this guy, it's like you adding Tatum to AD. That means you having two players that on the same day, they may not show up. OG Anunoby will always show up because he will show up in defense, he will show up in offense. If his offense is not working, he will grab a rebound and put it back in. Tatum, he has that. There's something in his game that it was in the finals. You saw it. Did you not see it? You saw it.
He a young puppy, man. You got to fail first to succeed.
Oh, I'm taking the guy with the dog in him, like somebody that has that quality. I want to take somebody that has that dog.
So you think Brown have more dog in him than Tatum?
Exactly. Yes, I'm taking.
I'll give you that one. I agree with you on that one. But
so
overall, Tatum more skill. Brown can drop. They both can drop 50, 40 any given night. But it's just something about Tatum. Tatum just, they don't even double team Brown as they double team Tatum. Tatum get the ball half court when he's hot. Two
I,
double team, triple team.
because they believe everybody in the NBA believes Tatum is the star player, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't.
Really.
I don't.
So that brings me to the next question. So what would it mean if Lakers and Boston get to the finals? And I feel like that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. That's my pick to reach the finals. Lakers versus Boston, both going for championship number 18, both at 17 right now. Do you think for us if we both go to the final, do you think we should definitely worry about Brown more than Tatum then?
I think we should worry about Brown but I don't think we should worry about Brown because we have a Brown stopper on our team. We have
Vanderbilt.
We have stoppers. That's the benefit. That's the best thing about what
The
Rob
trade
deadline.
Yeah.
Like before, people just packed the paint and worried about defending Braun and AD. You see,
Right.
at the when we're in the fourth quarter at 5 minutes, was it Stan Van Gundy said something? He said, "I feel the referee should blow the whistle for the Lakers setting up illegal defense. We didn't have to move from the paint. We allowed the Warriors shoot because we had AD and Braun in the paint setting up. We allowed the Warriors shoot. Now we have enough players to play man-on-man defense. We could,
Right.
if we face Boston, we could put Rui on Tatum and put Vanderbilt on Brown, and let's go one-on-one. And you will see, I keep telling you this, we have enough players to play individual defense and come out on top. Who's going to defend? Horford cannot play physical defense on AD. Do we have enough bodies? I think by the time we get to the finals, Mobamba would have gotten enough reps to play.
But the coach, Darvin Ham, he doesn't play Mobamba. He played Gabriel over him.
I don't care.
For energy, I'm assuming.
I don't care who plays, but I think AD will have enough backups. I know the rotation will be shortened. I think Gabriel will be giving AD backups. So for me, our team is so deep. We are deep enough that we have enough players to play any team, any style you come in. Like people think about, we need 3-point shots. We don't need it. We just need to hit 3 points at the right time. Like at the third quarter, Reeves hit the clutch 3-pointers at the right time. We don't need to hit. Golden State shot 53 3-point shots, and at halftime we were leading them by 1 point. It should be a worry for them, because what about if game 2 their 3 points are not falling?
Right.
And what about if game 2 we shoot 25, we make 25 3 points? We will blow them out. We will blow them out. So we just need to do what we are doing and focus on our game. That's my philosophy or my take on everything. I'm not worried about what's going on.
I would love that series, the Lakers and Boston. And I hear what you're saying 100%, because Harford and Robert Williams, they'll have a hard time with AD. But the key for us to win that series, it might sound crazy, is D'Angelo Russell. He's going to be the X factor, man. Because if you say, for instance, all right, let's just match up. Say, for instance, AD and LeBron points get canceled out by Tatum and Brown. Who is their next scorer for Boston? They don't have a guy that can drop 20 anytime. We have that.
They do. Malcolm Brogdon, the senator. I call him the senator.
He's a great player, and he possibly could, but he don't look to score like Russell. Russell looked to score first, and if we put him in that mode against them, if he averaged, let's say, 18, 20 against Boston, if we go to meet them in the finals, I guarantee you it'll be a win for us, because he will be the X factor. They don't have anybody for him.
Yes, but you see what's going on with not to take the conversation somewhere else. You see what's going on with the Phoenix series. This is what I'm talking about. They traded for
I had Denver in 6 in that one, regardless.
okay,
I had Denver. Now I have Denver in 5. To be
okay.
honest, with you.
So
Phoenix doesn't have a good bench at all. They don't have a good
okay,
bench. People fail to realize it's not only about having great starting lineup and superstars. It's a team sport. You need a bench. You can't win without having a good. There's no team that won a championship and didn't have a good bench.
okay,
They
okay.
I
So
can't even name 3 people off their bench, and
and,
most teams play with nine players every game in the playoffs. Probably seven to nine.
and
I
Chris
can't
Paul
name 3 off the bench.
and Chris Paul is gone. He has a groin sprain.
Chris Paul is gone. When I saw that, when I was watching that night, I was like, "Oh my God, Denver! Please say you're not going to lose." I saw Chris Paul holding his groin. I said, "I'm not rooting for him to get hurt," but I'm like, "Okay, that makes it much more difficult for them to win."
Yes. So for me, I feel when if I know we will get through. I, although I say this, our series with Golden with the Warriors is, I don't know. I I feel we can get through the series in 6 games if we do
Okay.
what we are supposed to do. I think Golden
Okay.
State will win the next game because of pride, the heart of a champion. They will come out and
Yeah.
show pride on
They're
their home.
home.
They will do
Yeah.
everything. But if when we go home, how loud our home fans are, the things will, because we will make an adjustment. AD will play. We will play all our the bench players are going to play better at home. We would
Right.
win games at home. So now we are already 3-1 up. We won one at
Right.
home. So now we just have to go on the road and close it out. And when we meet Denver, I guarantee you that Jokic knows. No matter how good he plays, he could pass the ball from here to space. AD is his father. I'm putting it on tape right now. He could he could walk into the basketball court on flip flops and do all that magic he's doing. Anthony Davis is his father. All day dominance. We've seen that in the bubble and everything. Just in the finals, in the Western Conference Finals, there was a play he made. He backed AD up and did a hook shot and scored. AD was like, looked at LeBron, give me that ball. He went back into the post, backed him up, and dropped the ball on his head. I'm telling you, the kind of AD you want in the playoff is a pissed off AD, and he's almost there. When he's there, nobody can touch him. He's
Right. Right.
People forget this man used to be a point guard. Jokic is good
Yeah. In
because
high school, it was. Yeah.
he just doesn't have any athletic abilities. So he's just very fundamentally gifted. But
Right.
AD has all the fundamental tools of like D'Angelo Russell. He has speed, he's athletic, he can do everything, he can shoot. So when he matches up with Jokic, he has the first step on Jokic. So I'm telling you right now, if we can get through Golden State, who's gonna match Michael J. Porter? I'm putting Jerry Vanderbilt and Hachimura on him. They will give
Right.
they cancel each other out. I'm gonna let Jamal Murray. I'll let Austin Reeves and the both of them handle each other. Let him cook. He could cook whatever he wants to cook. Let him cook. They'll cancel each other out. Then
Right.
Aaron Gordon, him and LeBron could cancel each other out. Then, so you see, this is the reason why you have a bench. Then you bring William Gabriel. You let everybody. We by the time we are done, I say the Western Conference Final. If we get there, it's going to be a 7-game series. It's going to be dragged out. This is really the toughest game we will play. So then, if
Right.
when we go to the finals, whoever we meet, I guarantee you we'll have it done in 7 games, and I know we will win. I don't care if it's. I was thinking we will meet Philadelphia. I don't want us to meet Boston. I want to meet Philadelphia because if we meet
No,
Philadelphia,
no, no. I want Boston, man. I want the rivalry. I want it.
no, I don't want. I
I
don't want
guarantee you. I guarantee you. If LeBron goes down and beat Boston, and then we win our 18, remember we both tied up at 17.
Yes.
If he leads us to win our 18, not only would he have lead us to our 17, but our 18 to pass them.
Yes.
I think the discussion of GOAT amongst a lot of people will end there. I don't think nobody else is going to be like, oh, you know what, Michael Jordan. I think LeBron will go down in everybody argument as the GOAT. Definitely for sure with that. Especially if he drop a masterpiece. Game 7, 50-point game. I get just like you said, a 50-point piece,
Yes,
spicy.
it has to be
Spicy.
spicy. But I think right now, I just think LeBron needs to keep pacing himself. And I think this his 3 points shooting slump he's in right now. I think he will come out of
Yeah,
it. I know his leg, he's playing on a bump tire right now. His leg is hurting, but I think he will
right.
shoot himself out of it. He will shoot himself out of it. He will come out of it. That's what I'm thinking about. But now at the West is gonna be funny, very very funny, very very funny, and I like the way it's shaping out to be.
Yeah, I like this is one of the best playoffs I would definitely say I've ever watched. And
Yeah,
like NBA playoffs, it's like every game is something to be watched. It's not
it's
like everybody's
it's like
getting
a
blown
final.
out. This
It's like a
it's
final.
entertaining.
It's like
It's
a
like a
final.
finals each series.
Yes.
But like talking about LeBron, and the Lakers and AD and stuff like that. What if, just say what if, hopefully it don't happen, but say for instance Curry beat LeBron in and the Lakers and then went on to win the championship. Would you put him down as over LeBron in the top 10 or as a GOAT point guard?
No, 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 no,
Why wouldn't you? Based upon
no,
all that.
no. Because why? For one, LeBron has had three Hall of Fame careers in his 20 years. He's won with Cleveland, won with the Heat, and one with LA. And LeBron is 38 years old, year 20, still doing this. Curry is in the let me say
In his
towards the
prime.
in his prime right now. And Curry could still play another 5 years in his prime right now. You can't compare both of them. And Curry always had uh I'll put it top tier. Let me put it GOAT players next to him. Klay Thompson is the second best 3 point shooter in the NBA. Period.
Right.
So you can't compare the talent LeBron had next to him compared to the one next. If we take Curry right now and put him on the Memphis Grizzlies, do you think he will win all those championships? No,
No.
no, no.
So
So
you trying to say, just like you always used to tell me when we meet up,
mhm.
he's more of a system player. That's basically what you sound like you're trying to say. He's
Yeah,
more of a system.
but this is what I say. LeBron is a controller. LeBron is a
He's a
controller.
maestro. He's a
He's a
maestro.
maestro. I look at LeBron like a Luka Modric. He's a
Okay.
maestro. Like you don't if you don't know like let me take it to soccer, like take it to ball. If you don't know ball, you won't appreciate Luka Modric. You'll be like, what's that small guy doing on the pitch? You know, it's like
That's true.
it's like looking at Xavi in Barcelona. You'll be like, what's that guy doing in there? He's not doing anything. That's what LeBron is. It's
Right.
like Xavi and Iniesta. It's like putting Xavi and Iniesta into one person. That's what LeBron is. Or
Right.
like Sergio Busquets. That's what he is. If you don't know ball, you won't appreciate the essence of what he does. You know,
Right.
or
He
for
dictate.
or
He
or,
played.
or or for Chelsea, like what N'Golo Kante does for you guys. If you don't know ball, you won't appreciate Kante. All the
That's
running
true.
he does, all the recovery, all the stealing of the ball and passing it back to the next person to orchestrate the attack. If Kante was
Right.
not in the year you guys won Champions League, if Kante was not in there getting all that ball recovery, giving it to the next person to initiate, he initiates the attack because if it's not him, you could call Kante like your orchestrator because if he does not break up the defense, if his defense leads to the offense because he springs the counter. So you have to look at it from that essence. Curry does not do none of that. He is just a system player, because day one, when LeBron came
You-
into the league, from day one, he started putting up numbers. Curry came into the league
but
for the first 3 years. They're even thinking he was not going to make it in the league, you know?
but but think about this. But think about this, right? Say for instance, I was watching the game when I was watching the game last night. I said to myself, "Look at this. Yes, I can understand what you're saying. He's more a system player based upon how Steve Kerr and the Warriors play. But I think the art of being so good at something is when you're so good at it and the person still can't stop you. I think that's more, in my opinion, that's more appreciated. Like,
I,
wow.
I, I'm glad you
Now
said
think about that.
I'm glad you said that. Okay, in that essence, You think if LeBron has the ball in the same position Curry had it in the dying minute of the game yesterday, you think if LeBron wants to do bully ball to the ring to the rim, you think anybody can stop him when he
No,
puts it?
no. Now,
Exactly.
what you need to
That's
do more in this series.
exactly. But that's why he's the most dominant player ever. He's the most because once he puts his head down with that frame, 6'9", 260, who's stopping him? In that
Yeah,
Memphis
nobody.
series, when he went down to the basket, when he did that layup, the to the highest part of the glass, even
Yeah,
the defensive player of the year could not stop it. There are levels to this. He's a go, the level of goat he has the big beard touching his chest. He, he's I'm not Curry is a fantastic player. He changed the way we play basketball. He changed
he
it
did. He did.
a physical game to like a finesse game. I like it. I love it. He made it feel like even somebody our size at 5'9",
But
6'1", we
okay,
all think we can play basketball.
but look at this. You're saying all of this, but say for instance, LeBron beat him. What can you say? We can't defend it and be like, okay, he's more of a systematic
No,
player, so that's the reason why he beat LeBron. You have to give him credit to be like, hey, maybe this is something we have to look into for him to beat LeBron again, especially if it led to him winning another championship over LeBron. You have to think different now.
okay, let me end it like this. This is the way I'll end it. For me,
Right.
LeBron came into the league, everybody knew, and I would say this. This is what Charles Oakley said. I'll use Charles Oakley and I'll frame it now. Charles Oakley said, MJ is my best friend. If you ask me, who do I want to play with? I will play with LeBron. LeBron is a leader of men. When you play with LeBron, you would get the ball. He makes the best basketball decision. If you play with MJ, he shoots. So for me, LeBron is like Magic Johnson mixed up, a more athletic Magic Johnson. You know, the only time we actually saw LeBron James playing to the his real self was when Kyrie and Kevin Love was injured in that final against Golden State when he outscored
Okay.
everybody on the basketball court. He's outscored. He was having 55 points.
He led in all statistics, every
All
statistics for both teams.
okay. So for me, there's no. I don't think we will ever see another person like LeBron James again. His I think the only time we will see somewhere like that is this kid that is coming right now, Wembayama.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's
That guy right there.
that's the
He's a
closest thing.
unicorn, just like LeBron and KD and them guys
Yeah,
are. He can shoot, pass,
yeah.
defend, blah,
If,
everything he wants.
if he can hold up like durability wise, he's gonna be the closest thing to LeBron because he's gonna come into the league able to shoot, score, and do everything. If he can hold up, like because his frame is so lanky and skinny and wiry, but if he can hold up, he's gonna be the closest thing we're gonna see to LeBron because from the
I
first year
agree.
he came in, he was productive. And LeBron was able to put that Cleveland team that went to the finals the first time, they didn't have no business being in the finals.
Yeah,
Go,
that's true. You talking
go
about '04 when he first brought them against Spurs?
yes, go look at
Yeah,
that team.
yes. That
Oh,
that team. I'm not
eh,
gonna say they're garbage, but they weren't the best.
they
They
were not
probably if you rank the top five, not say worst, but not the least talented team to go to a finals, they probably will be on there
okay. So
just because of the fact.
that's to show you why I call him the best controller ever. He's a system.
Right,
They build a system for Steph Curry. LeBron is the system. Just give him five players,
right.
he will take you to a final. That's why I called him Butler, the B Tech version of LeBron.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a great conversation between us, man. It's great. It's a great talk, and
Yes.
definitely viewers, this is not the last or the least you'll see of us both speaking about sports, speaking about soccer. Tune in, this Sunday. We'll definitely be speaking about soccer,
Yes.
about Manchester United, I guess, and then, Chelsea and
Oh
others,
no, the great
you know.
demise. The great demise. Oh, here are my props. Oh, is it going down? Is it going down? Stamford Bridge is falling down, falling down.
Okay, you take that for now.
Falling
We'll see what happens next year.
Stamford Bridge
We'll see what happens
is
next
falling.
year. I take it. We'll see. I take it. You're right. You're right. I take it for this year, but we'll see what happens next year upon everything. Watch. They're going in. The owners are going to spend another $600 million on players, and we'll see what happens.
Stamford Bridge is over. It's over. It's over. It's over at the bridge. The bridge. There's no bridge no more. It's over. It's over.
Thank you again, fans. It was a great show between myself and Samson.
Thank you, guys.
Definitely like, subscribe, join us on Friday when we have our Beard Up Fatherhood,
Yes.
podcast, and we talk about definitely what it is to be a father, a great father, and to continue, passing on a great legacy. So definitely, thanks for joining in. Sansa, thank you for joining in, viewers, and I catch you guys. Please definitely like and subscribe for more content.
Thank you,
See
guys.
you all.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for having us, and thank you for everything. And we'll see you guys everywhere, all around the world. Thank you for having us. Stay up, hustle, and be safe. Keep up, stay blessed, and we'll see you guys on Friday.